So, this video today is going to be about apparitions, and it's going to be another story time. This particular story is one that's pretty funny to me because of the fact that I am so skeptical, and my friends that are pretty close to me, they know how skeptical I am. So it's kind of an ironic situation with me being a psychic and everything, still a skeptic. And this is going to be about the time that I was at one of my friends. Her name is Lucy. We were at her grandparents' house, and one of her grandparents had passed away within the same room that we were sleeping in. She told me a story. Myself and her cousin and her little brother was there too. She told me a story about how her granddad had passed away in that room in the very spot that we were at. I was on the floor, like the guys were on the floor, and the girls, they were on the bed. I would say I was in about ninth grade in high school. She started telling me, that his spirit comes to visit at night and that he actually watches over her. Now, I didn't really believe that what she was saying was true because, as a skeptic, you kind of have to feel for it and see for yourself. So it was time for us to go to sleep. I would say it was probably about 12 o'clock, at like midnight, when we finally all just ended up falling asleep. I was asleep for about probably 2 hours. I woke up at probably like 2 a.m. I did what she told me because she gave me specific instructions as to what to do to see him, right? So basically what she does at night is scry into the mirror, and she would see the apparition of her grandfather. What ended up happening was I was laying on the ground. I woke up at 2 a.m. I looked into the mirror and scried like how she said. I tried not to blink as much. Once I started to do this, I did start to see a face form, an old man with a bushy beard. He looked Hispanic. He didn't have a hat. He just had scruffy hair with a golden looking energy. His face and everything was lined in gold. He looked directly at me, and I almost shit myself because it was at that moment that I realized that actually was a spirit coming through the mirror that was intelligent enough to know that there were actually people within the room that were living. He was looking dead at me. So I couldn't move. I froze. And when you have, when you have something that happens like this, the suspense is so much that you just freeze. So I froze there, and I literally couldn't move. I tried to say something. I tried to talk. I couldn't say anything. My jaw was just dropped. And I was just dumbfounded, stuck, looking at this man in the mirror. Probably after 2 minutes of me just sitting there, stuck, I was able to move again because I calmed down. I was able to process what had happened. And then her cousin woke up. His name's Sharky. So he wakes up and he's like, what's going on? I'm like, there's a guy that's in the mirror. Like, she wasn't lying about what she said. And he was like, oh, no, I don't believe that. I know what I saw. I know what I saw. I did what she said. I saw, exactly what she said I would see. Even more, because she never told me that he showed up as gold or anything. She just told me he shows up in the mirror and he watches over her at night. Well, he did watch me. So I go to the bathroom. I come back in and I sit down. I look at the mirror. The mirror's, it's just blank. No, nothing's there. I don't hear anything. It's just so quiet. So, like I said, it's like that's what I say, like 2-3 minutes have passed. So it's probably like 2:05. Now, after I'm back from the bathroom, I lay down. Like I said, I looked in the mirror, didn't see anything else. I kind of just continued to process what I had seen. After that, the next day, I got up. I told her I'll never come back there again, and I never went back there again. Quite honestly, I never went back there. So that was the time that I saw one of my friends' relatives as an apparition while scrying. And my friend, I don't even think she realized that she was telling me actually how to scry into a mirror. And that's a technique that I use to this day that works. So let me know what you guys think of this story. I thought it was pretty cool. And it also gave me more kind of experience under my belt so as to make me feel a little less skeptic. And come on now, I was in the ninth grade. I graduated, in like 2014. So that's a while ago. It's gonna be what, going on 6 years in 2020. So that's a while ago. Thank you for watching.